Good morning, everybody. I am fingers crossed today that we can actually see the broadcast in the group. I'm thinking all is going to be well. So let me know if you see me. Let me know if you're here right now so we can ensure that we are connected as we finish up our seventh day, our day 7 here of the 7-day peace challenge. I'm honored for each of you who've taken the time to spend the time with me this week, for those who've shared your experience, for those who've messaged me outside of this and just said thank you. And I really appreciate all of those connections and time. Um, it looks like we might be seen. Oh, yes, we are good. Okay, yay. I don't know what yesterday was, but that was really, really exciting. Okay, here we go. So let's dive into content today. There's just a little bit more I wanted to share with you about the theme for today's conversation, and then we'll go into the winners being announced and next steps. If you find yourself really excited about who you've become in these 7 days of opening this new awareness, and you're really ready to land into those next steps, we're going to talk about a couple ways to work with me beginning the beginning of the year, beginning in the beginning of the year, which is really good. Now is the time to make those investments, to look at those plans. I'm doing the same thing myself. Like, where do I want to go? Who do I want to become as I step into that? And what will it take for me on the inner work body to land into that goal? So today, ironically and beautifully, is all about peace and dreaming bigger. So today is the conversation about dreaming bigger and letting ourselves dream bigger. This one wrapped me up a lot in, what if I didn't dream right? What if I got it wrong? What is it like to dream? Sometimes it would activate a little fear within me that I didn't know how to dream the right way. I don't know. Let me know if you're listening to this and you're like, oh, I've been there, I feel that, right? Or that I'm allowed to dream that big, or what's going to happen to my life if I step into this big goal. And we start feeling into all the things that could be different and go wrong. And then we come right back to, but I'm safe right here. And yet that pull is greater, and that dream that we feel inside our body, that thing we're leading towards, that idea that we could have it all, have something more, still propels us forward. So we find ourselves stumbling, we find ourselves looking for answers, we find ourselves seeking the next solution or strategy, when so often it's just coming back in here and trusting that we know. So it's creating that relationship, that foundation inside, to propel us with the strategy and with the other avenues of business or life that present themselves. So the question starting off today, by knowing that we have the ability to rewrite our story, to rewrite our life, to create a new reality, even when we don't always know how, right? Doesn't mean it's not possible. And so realizing and feeling into that we are the answer we've been looking for. And our discovery of that, the actualization of stepping into self with that, is really an honest conversation of bringing your soul, your mind, and your body together. And it's doing so in an aligned way. So you're not struggling as much. You're trusting yourself more, and really you're co-creating. You're leaving space for the unknown and letting the mind take a break from all the things, and the spinning and the looping. Like, it just feels like that's how I can describe how that was for me, right? The looping back and not enough in doubt, and letting that win out each time versus, who am I becoming as I step into this vision? And will I let myself become more and more and more? So this is the continued conversation of how we relate to peace with the conversation of more. How has our experience been with more? And what will it be moving forward? So let's begin today with, what are your next big leaps? We've had talk of, I know, like, Melinda, your hair, good morning. Being the bread, you've had, your husband's been the major breadwinner, so you're wanting to really step up your business to bring in that financial sovereignty, right? Be able to be the expression of that through your business now while he heals. It's a beautiful big leap. And is that your focus for 2024? What is that specific big leap that you're willing to claim? And then thinking about that, 2024 is going to be a big year of momentum. So, who will you become in the momentum? What momentum will welcome you into the new year? Thank you so much. I found this shirt on a side note, and I love this color too. It's not a usual rust. It's kind of got that soft coral in it. And I did a bunch of pictures in this shirt, and you've probably seen them on the graphics, but yeah. I do enjoy this color. This represents to me, so it's like an anchor, an image of um, when I'm in flow. This feels like fall. This feels like the things that I love. This feels like the glow of the light, right? Like the possibility and being in a rhythm, in your uninterrupted rhythm, the circadian rhythm of the body, the circadian rhythm of us flowing in our next steps and becoming that woman. I know what it's like to want to see her, to visualize her in your mind, and you can't wait to be her. And the journey is the part that gets you there, but then you're not done. Like, you know that you come back to your power. You know you have the power of choice. You know, and you also know you have these bigger dreams. So it's really, who are you becoming as you let yourself be that dream? You don't know yet. You haven't been her yet. So it's continual discovering and stepping into the life that's waiting for you. We're not waiting for life to arrange itself to us. It's waiting for us to step in. And that's how I can explain this journey, this propelling of this expansion of my business, this expansion of doing the things where I was once so afraid. It's just been with myself every step. But the key has been the inner work all along the way, finding the support, knowing what I didn't know, feeling the discomfort of, holy crap, this is not my reality. This is not what I thought. And that in that, finding the possibility of more. Yes, big leap in 2024 and change for the greater good. So, is that financial leap that I mentioned? I didn't mean to like put words in your mouth, Melinda. Is that the focus for 2024 for you? Like, what feels like your description of big leap since you're here with me? Good morning. Who's come up? Carmen. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Carmen, thank you. I was kind of just chatting about the week, but we're at the point where maybe if you feel into this conversation of more letting yourself go and leaping into your abundant birthright, leaping into your creative self, leaping into that next level for yourself, what are your big leaps? What are your next big leaps, especially for the momentum of 2024? What would you like 2024 to be like for you, and what are the things you're leaping forward to for yourself in that year? So Melinda says health and financially and organization. And so yeah, Melinda, I really feel like, and I'm going to ask the question. I feel like you're in, I've done this work. I've realized things about myself this last year in 2023, and I've learned by doing. And now I'm actually witnessing in my outer world the way that my inner world used to feel. And so now that you've grown, you're really wanting to step in and um, have that representation, out with the old, in with the new, out with the old disorganized and into the organized. It really reflects the status of your mind. And I think this has been really prevalent this year for a lot of people in growth. And so maybe in that organization, yeah, really like, what wants to take place, it's a feeling that's leading you to the physical organization. And I think that's a beautiful representation of the embodiment of the change, when you know that you're seeing things with new lenses. You're experiencing life, and you can feel the old part of you that have fallen away and the new part of you that's birthing in. So today's energy with that 9, that same thing. It's that graduation we began talking about this week. This isn't me anymore. And so now I must spend the time to have that reflection. And it is a beautiful integration piece. So I love that. And yeah, it does. It interrupts your flow and creativity. Also is the distraction that keeps you from moving forward. It's not the only thing. It doesn't, you're not at the whim of it, but it wants to be birthed as a vision forward. You know, I love that. My desk is a constant representation of my process. So I, at this age, at this stage in my life, and if I'm honest, it's probably always been this way, I like having the projects in front of me. I used to have a big wraparound desk in my office when I did accounting, and I had sections for things, and I knew that I was done and completed when that project was done. And because my mind moves so fast, I didn't want to lose my place or lose where I was or completely forget about the project. So it became a physical representation of what was next. And then I've learned new systems now that I'm in coaching, and I've got like Trello and different things where I can pull these notes into a space and organize myself differently so I don't need them all around, but I can feel this isn't me. This needs to be done. This is where I've been distracted. This is where I haven't been spending the time. And ironically, even yesterday I cleaned the whole space out and said, "Oh, we're complete." It's like it's cycled, right? So pay attention to those things coming up in these best next steps, because they're a part of the integration and they're a part of the making space for more. And this is the next step where you make space for more, which is so good. Uh, and growth. Well, yeah, the growth is what propels it. And so you'll find that there's something connected in the organization of your finances, the organization of your physical world, the organization of your relationship with your body. So then you're no longer discarding things aside. We're no longer waiting for the rug to be pulled out from underneath us. We're actually being a participant in the expression and the creation, which is all about, I mean, yes, and that discussion can go on forever with how we experience ourselves. It's endless, it's infinite. We often don't have peace with ourselves because we're not taking time for our life to be more. We're not making space to clean that space and realize who we become in this new space, what can be birthed in that space. We're so in habit of the way we've done things. So that peace is within us to make the space for dreaming bigger, to take, I'm like, is that crooked? To take the time for dreaming bigger, for making space. Today's a really good day collectively. Yes, it's a Sunday, but it's funny that the weekends are the reflection and the dreaming bigger. And this can be broken down even for your week. What will it take today to sit maybe for 30 minutes to decide your decisions on what's going to be worked on this week? And then follow this flow. What's the mental awareness? How do you feel about that? Are you taking action? Are you receiving what's been done so you can keep going, make a pivot if you need to, and land into getting the rest of it finished in accountability, and then reflect and begin again, right? And yet we sometimes operate our life through whatever comes our way, and then we're scrambling to keep up. So finding that peace is claiming that for ourselves. This week has been a journey into all the new awareness or the affirmation or confirmation of where you've been so you can decide what you want more. We've literally been relating to more all week long. Um, you spent another 6 hours yesterday in my office. Congratulations. That's amazing. You're probably almost done in there, and you can feel that, right? And to just keep going. Who are you becoming in the birthing of that process? So I had some things here like behind everything that's hard is freedom. Everything we hear, oh, that's hard. Or someone told us it was hard. Or we adopted somebody else's belief that it was hard. And we don't realize we're operating in those spaces. That can um, that can clog up our dream, our flow of our dream. Behind the resistance that we feel, well, I'm afraid of it and it feels like it's going to be hard, and then I could feel where like, oh, I don't really want to do this. Through that, behind every moment of resistance, there's freedom on the other side. You will find as you venture forward that whenever you feel that resistance, or you think that person did this, or that's not it, or why is this triggering me? That there's something for you in it to discover. And it may not be in this moment, but one day you'll look back and go, ah, the only way out was through. The resistance is your key code, and yet we run from it. So finding peace with that resistance, and that you no longer have to struggle from drama, yours or anyone else's. Who wouldn't want to learn more about not having to struggle with drama anymore? Does drama play a role in your everyday? Does it play a role in your mind with yourself? Mine did constantly. but I didn't know it was called drama, and I didn't know it was a thing that could be different. Who said me? Carmen, right? So learning how to ditch the drama and make more space for the creation is imperative. And that you're 100% responsible for creating your life. I often think, even if it's somewhere way back, someone's going to come rescue me. Or when that thing happens, then when that person shows up, then it'll be better. When the money comes, then everything will be okay. And you're the one who you're waiting to come rescue you. No one's going to care to rescue you. And if they do come in and rescue you in the physical, there'll always be a place you come back to where you don't feel quite yourself. It's a coming home process. We're here to be the one for ourselves and become the expression of what we desire and how we desire to be treated. That we have a say, that we are here to participate and give ourselves permission to shine, to grow, to no longer dumb ourselves down, to be the light, to be who we are unapologetically. This is the journey. This is the next step journey, right? Especially if you're in business for yourself, especially if there's something on your heart that wants to be created now in this moment of your life. You've been through all these other things. That's what's calling you, right? You can no longer deny that you want more in this physical experience, whatever that is for you. And that the other contract energy today is the new beginning. We've got the 9 with the Ace of Clubs, the new beginning, the one little change that has a ripple effect in your life and business. What is that one next decision? That decision that allows you to be more of you, that allows you to express your career, that allows you to live your lifestyle, that allows you to communicate how you've always wanted to communicate, to have a voice, to speak up, to step up into the woman that you're becoming, the one who learns how, the one who learns by trying something new and by deciding that that newness is for you. You're a unique being with unique talents, a unique story, unique only to you. Someone may have similar experiences in their lifetime, but nobody's had the exact formula of everything that you've been through and everything that you've overcome and everything that you've learned. Those experiences, they're a part of you. They're not separate from you. They're exactly the things needed to bring you into the space right now, into the next steps that you're wanting for yourself. Because of them, you're who you are today. And so we no longer have to dismiss those or think we just shove them away or throw them away. And parts of us that have been arrested in development and time are being invited to converge, to come into coherence now, mind, body, soul, to bring the younger parts of us with us, the ones that got hurt, the ones that decided it wasn't for them, the ones that decided that we can no longer feel this way about something. It was a decision. It was a moment, a decision, and we did the best we could by the things that we had in our wisdom to make that decision with. And so many of us with a gift to share, light to share in the world, hope to share with the world, are being restricted by this moment in our past that keeps us from being present because we think we have to have the pain to have the pleasure. We have to have the pain to have the money. We have to go through something big and hard to make it easy. This journey and dreaming bigger is having peace with letting yourself be bigger. Be that powerful expression of you. Be all of that unique charm and love and depth and pain that has been moved out of the shadows and into the light. Not without it. It's like our emotions. We don't discard all the bad ones and keep the good ones. The bad ones are where we learn, where we feel, where we appreciate this depth of life. From those, we create more of what we want. We don't just keep stewing in what we think are at the whim of with what we don't want. We have the ability to change. And in fact, your destiny can be found in how you weave those threads. They're all golden threads. The wisdom that you share. Whatever you've heard this week, has intended to be for you in a higher consciousness. Your higher self knows you should be here. There's something for you here. It wasn't my things I said, it was the coding of the language, the connection to the experience, the connection to that part of you that wants to move forward now. It's such a beautiful transition. And if there's anything, knowing forward that there's anything that you want to change, it's time for you now to adjust your story and let yourself tell it. What is that new story you're going to tell yourself? What are you going to be deciding to commit to now? How does that decision feel in your body? And are you willing to create the safety, the stability, the structure, the stability to grow from here, to be more of her, to leave the rest behind and know that right now is a new decision point? It's always down to decision. And besides decision, the commitment to the decision, the commitment to clean the room, the office. There's things you know about yourself and that experience right now today that you didn't know Monday. Every one of you has learned something more about you now, right here, than you knew Monday. Because you committed to the decision to stay present. You committed to your peace. You committed to figuring that next step out for yourself, not from your mind, but from your heart when it spoke louder. It's undeniable. I know every one of you knows your personal power. You know it exists within you. You may toggle back and forth in it, and it's because you haven't decided to step forward now into her as the co-creator of your life. Full 100% responsibility. And learning what the journey brings you in trigger and synchronicity. Trigger for you to move through, things rising up to move out of the way. Synchronicity for you to honor and receive more of. You are the co-creator with this universe. The mind doesn't create all of it. It can create your experience, and many of you have had that. But the more you're wanting is the connection in here. It's the relationship with more and with the unknown, so you don't have to work so hard at it. That you feel into what you want and the universe matches you there. It's always matching you where you are. Your frequency, your thinking, your frequency expression, and your creative expression come from that place. The universe is just waiting for you to say yes to the life that's already here for you. Think of it this way. What if that relationship you dream of, that health you dream of, those finances you dream of are just waiting for you to say yes and step into it and stop fighting it? Extraordinary success, extraordinary health, overflowing abundance, that love that surrounds you, that sacred relationship that's possible. All of that flowing through you as you, because you will become it first. Melinda says, I know what I know, and I'm ready to learn the unknown and do the uncomfortable to grow and gain in the areas that I want. You know when you're ready. Absolutely. Absolutely. And then we've been operating what we thought we know before and what we thought we learned and what we thought we had to do. And then we try to just do it by ourselves, but we find ourselves spinning. 2024 has such a powerful momentum that you can feel it already. Good things are coming. There's going to be challenging times. There's going to be amazing times, but that thing you've been feeling, this is your year. And for those of you that are connecting with this now, this is the journey. This is where you're going to go for 2024. It's going to be a year where you let go of that inaction. Because truly, what has that been costing you? What has your inaction towards what you say that you want been costing you? Pop that in the chat. And all of this to conclude with, what are the stories? What are those golden threads that will weave into your legacy? What will you leave for your children? How will you show them by being more of you that it's safe for them to be more of them? And then the beautiful ripple effect that flows from that. What is the cost of inaction? How does it affect your life, hold you back, keep you from pushing through those blocks? And are you ready to change them? So, what's the cost? And are you ready? Tell me in the comments. Are you ready for that to be done now? That's where I got. I am done. I do not want to be sitting here another year feeling the same things that have bottled me up. I made progress, but then I let myself be bottled up like that. Bottled up, lack of course, lack of freedom. Yes, it's time. 8, freedom, mastery, devotion, personal power. Living life from being okay with the momentum because you've got the foundation to receive more, to be more, to show up more infinitely, to be in the flow of infinite possibility, not the lack. And as a human, we're going to be toggling that all the time, but it gets easier and it gets deeper and richer, and you get to experience more at every level, which is so good. You're ready. Carmen's ready. I love it. So, permission to be more magnetic and prosperous. The dream of that. Can you feel that as it wants to birth out of you? Everyone's like, yes, yes. To get to know yourself beyond the fear and doubt, to get to be friends with the fear and doubt, because they show you, tell you, ignite for you that you give a damn. Not just about yourself, but others. You're here to be of service, and that you belong in who you're becoming as you reach and expand those new levels. Each level of business, each level of life, they're connected. The finances, the health, the relationships, they're connected. We get to raise our frequency in the area that's present for us, and we get to watch the ripple effect in the realization of, oh my gosh, I'm doing that in my health. This is where I'm holding this, I'm denying myself things in my relationship, expecting someone else to be there for it. And that doesn't mean it's wrong. It's a new revelation, a new awareness that brings us into our power again. Back to our choice. How can we become it first and watch it ripple out and be received, right? Whew. So I wrote some things down this morning. I'm feeling like if you're connecting with this conversation, this is where you are. And you can say yes or no. Well, actually, how about we do this? You can just put a 1 for a yes for each one that sounds like you. That'll be a fast response, right? So feel into this. You absolutely know that you're ready for change, even if you don't know what it looks like. And there's a pull, a deep soul connection that's calling you home. You are tired of dimming your light and want to experience yourself in amplified courage, confidence, and commitment to what you dream of, what you desire. You want to see yourself there. You want to see yourself through that. You want more than your current experience. You want to unapologetically step into your gifts and own your next levels of prosperity that are here for you. Magnetizing the money, the clients, the play, the connections in life, the freedom, the joy, the expansion. You're willing to let go of the exhaustion, the disconnection, the lack of vitality in your life. And you feel like you've been in this cocoon, waiting to let go and just ready to metamorphosize into that butterfly. Like you're on the verge of it, just cracking open, and the butterfly, Melinda's like all these ones, sorry. The butterfly, free to fly and receive. You know deep down, if you can get your mind right, the rest will follow through, will flow, and that your next level awaits, and it's so close you can almost taste it. What is it? I can feel it coming. You want to walk in a room and feel your power and your light radiating. and be unapologetic that you're that, whether it triggers people, whether it attracts people, that there's no like hiding back. You want to be her. And in fact, you've probably felt that power, but been a little timid of like, I'm that power. Because it's not power over, it's just knowing yourself so deeply and what you want and who you are that you're not veering. So, oh, we'll have some ones for these. Yes, yes. So good. Okay. So, this is how I can help you. This is what I do. And why do I do it? Because I've lived it, I've been it, I keep expanding into it. And I'm here for those who are ready to take those steps too, to rise through the blind spots and into who they're becoming, into that next level of limitless love, more wealth, unapologetically showing up and owning who they are. It's time, right? It's such a vibe. And I have two ways that I told you in the beginning. I'm going to make an invitation for those who are interested, no obligation. But I'm also going to invite you on a call with me if that feels good for you. One of those ways is Magnetic Impact. It's a 12-week transformational group experience. We're going to begin first of the year, January 2nd, that first week. And we're going to journey together for 12 weeks. And we're taking a look at all of those things. You're going to have the tools, the conversations, the shifts within to become that next level version of you. You're going to master your thoughts. You're going to master your frequency, and you're going to understand and master your creative expression each step of the way. You're going to have that foundation. You're going to know who you are, what you want. You're going to feel yourself propel forward. You're going to move through life with more confidence and certainty and courage to leap in those next big momentous steps. Right? You're going to set the foundation and you're going to journey in. And these tools you'll have for a lifetime. But the most important thing is you're going to feel the ease. You're going to let those triggers move through and feel the ease that comes when they shift into synchronicity, the communication that you'll develop, showing up, stepping up, speaking up for all those places that maybe we've been afraid to or told we weren't allowed to in the past. This is who you'll become as you welcome in those loving boundaries. And you're not only taking back your power, you're learning how more to step into it towards that next level, which is so delicious. And the other journey I have for you is a 3-week invitation called Prosperity Portal. And this is where we're looking at energetics, the possibility, the belief clearings that are keeping you feeling bound, right? What was the word that you used, Melinda? I love that. Hold on. Bottled up. Like, it's like you're just ready to do this. And like, what is it, right? Working through that, coming into this conscious conversation together for 3 weeks, frequency upgrade, feeling what it's like to upgrade that frequency and letting things heal along the way so it can propel you forward into your next adventure. Or maybe you take one into the next, right? Or if both sound great, we can talk about that too. But those are the invitations. And so I'm going to have a booking link to connect on a call with me. This is a no pressure. If you know me at all, there is no pressure, there is no obligation, but it's an opportunity for us to connect and communicate where you are and if these are a good fit and if we're a good fit for each other. Because I want those who are a 10, are ready. I'm 1 through 10, I'm ready to go. I will do what it takes. I am a amazing decision maker, powerful decision maker, amazing action taker. Right? I'm results driven. I'm committed. I'm here for it. And I'm here for who I become through it. So let's chat because I have multiple pathways for you. These are the ones birthing in January, but I would love to find what is the best aligned fit for you moving forward. So let's have that conversation. Okay. Winners. We're here already. My gosh, the time goes so fast. Are you ready for the winners? Okay. My favorite part about the participation in this is just knowing that you all participated because you wanted to, right? Maybe the intention was, I'm going to be in it and I'm going to go for it. I'm curious. I like to challenge myself. But you've gotten something from these experiences. So I didn't feel at any time people were just randomly putting in comments. They were heartfelt. They were shares. They were vulnerability. They were you. They were delicious. They were beautiful. So thank you for that. Thank you for everyone who played along at home. I've been that person before too. I've done all the work silently behind the scenes. It's okay too, right? So first I want to start by congratulating everybody for participating in whatever level you could participate and receiving whatever it was that you received from this challenge. This is the third time I've run this challenge. I really love doing them live because they change, they evolve. They evolve as I evolve, the conversations evolve, and they're never the same, which is as we are, right? We're always going to be growing and learning and evolving. And I enjoy that. So thank you for being a part of that vision and that bigger dream for me. So let's talk about what we're winning and who won. So I had the song 12 Days of Christmas on my mind this morning because it is the holidays, even though my lights have burned out. And then 5 golden rings came up. And so as I'm looking at the data and I'm looking at the stats of who participated the most, who was here, who commented the most, I tallied that up and there were 5 people. And so I'm gifting 5 holiday gifts to you guys. So I'm going to start with and this is not a personal ranking. This is just participating ranking, right? All the way up to first place. I'm going to start with the 5th golden ring and work ourselves back. So drum roll. And one of the rings is being awarded to Darla Lawrence. Darla has been with us and she is receiving as her holiday gift a deck of my gratitude cards. And I'm going to be shipping those personally to you, Darla. And so let me know in my DMs your address. This is a full deck. It's beautiful, aligned, works with other cards, works by themselves. Gratitude cards. These have been channeled. These are beautiful conversations. A lot of what we've talked about here summed up, so they're not your basic everyday gratitudes that you hear. They're great for journaling, for sharing, for mixing with your other cards, and I hope that you'll enjoy them. And so I will send those and package those up to you as a beautiful Christmas gift. Probably throw a few more little nuggets in there for you as well. So congratulations. Woo-hoo, good job. Okay. Next winner. Now these winners up here, the next layer of winnings are what I call Michelle money. This is holiday cash. This is holiday cash to be used towards any of the programs or services that I offer. So if you've been interested in this conversation this week, or you're interested in any of Magnetic or Prosperity Portal or any of the readings that I do as well, this is a great place to initialize this cash. So they're each in different denominations. They can be used toward the price of any of those programs as you choose. And they can be used one time as a whole, right? So if these are going to incrementally go up to the number one winner. And how do I want to say this? So say if you have like, I'll just throw a number out there. If you have like a $500 winning, it gets to be used towards something equivalent to that, not just like used towards all these other things. You get to like pick your bigger thing, go for it. It uses it all in its entirety. So if that's a 500 and maybe the offering was like 475, then that would be used towards that. There wouldn't be any cash back. So it's all into the thing. Or if it's a bigger one and you use your entire balance, it comes off the investment of the program. Is this making sense? And we can go over that more in our conversation. So we're not going to break these into multiple winnings. We choose the one that fits best in our curiosity towards what works. That's why we're going to have a DM or a conversation about it for you. So when you hear your winnings, please message me so I can get all the details to you, and we can connect on that too. Okay, so The fourth place, the fourth golden ring, Denise Whitney. So excited. You're receiving $111 of holiday cash to be used towards any of the services or products that I offer. So let's connect on that. Congratulations, Denise. And these guys, you guys, the totals and tallies were like the number of times that you participated in the group. And so they're like really spread by only about 2 or 3 comments or things, which is really fun. But I just let that polling happen through Facebook, and I'm excited. So thank you very much for being here. $111 holiday cash for you. Really great towards breakthrough readings, toward anything really that you choose, towards numerology reports. I can connect you all with my website as well to see the offers, but woohoo. Okay. Number 3, the third ring. Holiday cash prize, $222 to be utilized and expressed through experience, goes to Carmen Yeaber. Congratulations. I think you're still here with us right now. Woohoo! So please DM me and connect so I can get you your prize and connect you with the best place for you to choose to use that. I'm so excited. All right. Second to last ring being announced. Drum roll. Margot Forsyth, you are the winner of the fourth ring, $444 holiday cash towards services, products, Magnetic Impact, towards Prosperity Portal. You guys, these are all available as well. Breakthrough readings, loving it. Congratulations, Margot. All right, our number 1 participant, first place winner this week. Any guesses? Your drum roll. Holiday cash, $1,111 is going to Melinda Hunter. Congratulations, Melinda. And I know you're right here. I see you. Thank you so much, you guys. Amazing. I'm so excited to connect with you all. Thank you for being in this group. This group still stays open. This holiday challenge, these videos will be available for you to come back to till the 31st of December. And then at that point, we're going to stream them in my podcast that's launching on the 29th of December as well. So they'll trickle through for about 7 weeks, because I think the conversations are delicious and something that we can come back to. And like Melinda was saying earlier this week, listen in and feel differently every single time. So I want to share those. You're so excited. Yay! I know, it's so fun. I love gifting. I love it so much. So I hope that you found more peace this week. I hope that you can take the things that you've learned about yourself and how you can create your peace in any chaos or situation and take that into your holidays. I hope that you'll play more and look at life differently through new lenses. And I hope that you will celebrate all the abundance that you have in your life right now as you gather with family and friends and make your own traditions. I went looking for lights my own self last night, and I had such a good time just gifting that to me. And I wish the same for you. Find those new nuggets, find those golden threads, be more of you, and let the world see you. All right, you guys, go forth. Enjoy your Sunday. Love you all. Michelle, thank you very much. It's been an amazing week. I learned so much. Oh my gosh, I'm so happy you're here, Carmen. Thank you. Thank you guys all. I love you. I'll talk to you soon. Okay, bye for now.